Greetings and welcome to this edition of Virginia Beach Lacrosse. Girls action on this 18th day of April, the year 2023. Thank you for tuning in here a little bit after 5:30 Eastern on this windy yet sunny Tuesday night in Virginia Beach. The Ocean Lakes Dolphins wearing the white uniforms, unbeaten on the season at 3-0 overall, with the blue trim, taking on the Salem Sun Devils in their black jerseys with the red numerals. And today's broadcast is presented by our title sponsor, John's Tax Service. It is tax week. Deadline is come and gone. John's Tax Service is a proud community supporter of local youth sports, providing tax preparation and retirement planning services. John's Tax Service and JPM Financial Services have been serving all of Hampton Roads for over 20 years. We're the best thanks to you, John's Tax Service. We'll give you the lineup for both of these teams in just a moment. Matthew Hatfield here with you on the broadcast. I want to thank Jeff Fatma, our camera operator, and especially Garrett Jackson for getting us set up here, for allowing us to broadcast this to you today, as we have two Virginia Beach teams squaring off. Ocean Lakes unblemished at 3-0 on the season, convincing victories over Kempsville, Tallwood, and Lansdowne to date. 13-4 over the Chiefs, 18-1 over the Lions of Tallwood, and 17-7 over the Eagles of Lansdowne. If you tuned in a couple weeks back, they won their season opener over those Chiefs of Kempsville, 13-4 here on our streaming page with the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. If you haven't told your friends and anyone that follows youth activities and sports across Hampton Roads, make sure they subscribe to our YouTube channel and go to beachsportsplex.com for so much more. And we are just about set for this matchup between the Dolphins and the Sun Devils. Sun Devils, hard luck so far, a couple of blemishes against Princess Anne and Bayside as they come in at 0-2 on the season. And this one should be an interesting matchup, as the Dolphins have been one of the stronger teams throughout the Beach District start here of lacrosse. And we'll see the Ocean Lakes Salem boys square off after this one as part of our double dip coverage tonight here on our YouTube channel and beachsportsplex.com. And it looks like at midfield for the face-off, we'll have Ocean Lakes number 5. And that's going to be Molly Ryan Gates. And for Salem with the face-off, it's going to be number 9. And that would be none other than Victoria McNulty, who was a freshman. Some of the starters for Salem being introduced by the public address announcer here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex. So we'll tell you some of these names in numerical order that we have on the roster provided to us. And for Salem, number 1, sophomore attacker Mariah Jones, who is a captain. Freshman defenseman Megan Hayes wearing number 2. Another captain is Jersey Phelps wearing number 3, a junior midfielder. Other midfielder donning number 4 is Margaret Adolph, a freshman. Another 9th grader, Reagan Ramsey, a midi, wearing number 5. Goalkeeper Tabitha Roby wears number 6, and she's a junior. The goalkeeper, actually a couple other goalkeepers on this roster that we'll highlight in a moment. Isabella Tillison's a junior midi, wearing number 7. Harmony Johnson, a freshman attacker, wearing number 8. Victoria McNulty, we just mentioned, ready for the face-off, number 9 for Salem, as a freshman midfielder. Tiana Esteban, sophomore defenseman, wearing number 10. Madison Littleton, freshman defenseman, wearing number 11. Heather Taylor, freshman midi, wearing number 12. Joanne Omanyani is a junior attacker, wearing number 13. Junior defenseman Nicole Bird, wearing number 14. Junior attacker Taylor Alarcon, wearing number 15. Sophomore goalkeeper Cadence Bell, number 16. Kendall McElravy, freshman attacker, wearing number 17. And we'll tell you more in a moment as we have our national anthem. And we'll take a quick pause and come back with more in just a moment.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
So we rejoin you now as the national anthem has concluded. So continuing the roster for Salem, I believe we left off around Giovanni Amagnani, junior attacker number 13, Nicole Bird, junior defenseman number 14, Taylor Alarcon, junior attacker number 15, Cadence Bell, goalkeeper wearing number 16. She's a sophomore. Kendall McElravy, a freshman attacker wearing number 17. Alyssa Armour, defenseman, sophomore wearing number 18. Katie Boyle, a junior defenseman wearing number 19. Wyckoff McKenna, junior attacker wearing number 20 for Salem. Kenna Taylor, a freshman defenseman wearing 21. Traylon Nicholson, junior attacker wearing 22. Riley Brooks, a sophomore defenseman wearing 23. And Emma Hudgens, junior goalkeeper number 24. And one more name, and that's sophomore defenseman Olivia Parks wearing 25. Face-off being won by Ocean Lakes, and that is number 5. We know her as Molly Ryan Gates. And here she is on the move. She played great in the opener. Nice pass on the move. And it's going to be right away a goal as she finds number 4, Riley Devlin, to put the Dolphins on the board. So Gates to Devlin, making it Ocean Lakes 1-0. 24 minutes and 30 seconds to go in this first half. A reminder that the ladies play 2 25-minute halves, and the gentlemen have 4 10-minute periods if you're just tuning in for the first time for Virginia Beach lacrosse action. Another face-off here and a chance for Ocean Lakes to add to its lead here quickly because they are a quick strike attacking team. Didn't take long on that face-off win and then transition where they were off and running to the net. And earlier this season in that win, they had 13-4 over Kempsville. We had Summerlin Gates with at least 6 goals. Molly Ryan Gates found the back end of the net. So did Riley Devlin, who had an assist in that win. It was a pretty dominant effort. They got their 13th and last goal at the 9-minute mark of the second half, courtesy of Riley Wright. Let's tell you more of these Ocean Lakes names while we have a chance. Zoe Wise wears number 1. Hannah Hicks wearing number 2. Summerlin Gates, number 3. Riley Devlin, who just had that first goal, wearing 4. Molly Ryan Gates is number 5. Devlin's a captain. So too is Brittany Yang. We'll get to her in a second. Alana Caravas wears number 6. Brittany Yang, number 7, is a captain, as we just mentioned. And now get to that X spot behind the net. Ocean Lakes trying to create. We'll tell you more names in a moment. It's going to be a nice pass near the net. Caught by number 3, and she puts it in for a goal, as it's going to be Caravas, number 6, with the assist to Summerlin Gates. So Caravas to Summerlin Gates for the goal. That makes it Ocean Lakes 2-0, 23 minutes and about 10 seconds to go in our first half. So it didn't take long for the Dolphins to get 2 goals right away. Continuing on with the rest of the roster names, Riley Wright, we just mentioned her. She's number 8. Kaylin Zalagi, number 9. Emma Sanders wears 10. Bryn Kimmerer wears number 11. Sydney Schneider is number 12. Valeria Rosado is number 13. Reese Longwater, number 14. Lauren Rakov, number 15. Alyssa Labatsi, number 16. Bella Rivers, number 17. Charlie Hedquist, number 19. Melanie Dunaway, number 23. 24 is Savannah Steffens, and your goalie is Carson Thomas. Head coach Lauren Logan of this Dolphins team. And along the sideline, looks like Ocean Lakes is going to scoop it up with Riley Wright. Near the 30-yard line, so you've got the football yard markers out for those of you tuning in. Here come the Dolphins with Kimmerer. Got a feeling we'll be calling her name out quite a bit in this one. Here from the sideline now, Ocean Lakes with Savannah Steffens working it in from the side. She's going to lose the handle as she gets close to the net. Takes a couple of hops into Salem's end, but Ocean Lake's able to retrieve it. And now from the far side, Sydney Schneider trying to twist inside. Beg your pardon, that was rather number 13 finding number 15. So that's going to be Rosado to Rakov. Lauren Rakov finding the net at the 20-minute, 45-second mark to make it 3-0 in favor of Ocean Lakes. So Rakov, Gates, and Devlin with 3 early goals. And so far, Ocean Lakes looking as good as advertised. Could be their 4th Beach District performance with double-digit goals if they continue this onslaught. So from midfield, scooped up here by number 8 of Ocean Lakes. That's Riley Wright. And that time it's saved. Good job in goal for Salem to make that save. Credit to goalkeeper number 24 for the Sun Devils, that being Emma Hudgens, to get the job done and prevent Ocean Lakes from making it a 4-0 deficit. As we're a little more than 5 minutes gone by here on the turf. And speaking of turf, the AstroTurf brand has been driven by forward-thinking ingenuity since 1965, and today AstroTurf continues to improve its system design to deliver playing surfaces with the most realistic sport-specific performance, longest-lasting durability, and sound player protection. AstroTurf. Zoe Wise. It's going to be taken away now as Salem has it on the move. It's Ramsey Reagan, number 5, up ahead to Heather Taylor. Takes a hop. Taylor Alcorn. Heather Alarcon unable to hold it for long, and now back comes Ocean Lakes with Hannah Hicks. Dolphins on the move. Chance getting close to the net, but it's going to go to the far side, just outside the post on that attempt by Reese Longwater. A good look at it on the run, but Ocean Lakes not going to panic or be too concerned because they have a healthy 3-goal lead with 18 and a half minutes to go in our first half. Salem trying to reverse course here. That's going to be a long toss up ahead. That overhand. Seen the birds out here today. Seen a couple of seagulls. Seen all kinds of flying creatures on this sunny, windy Tuesday afternoon in Virginia Beach. Working from the X. Little toss over. Ocean Lake's now working with it. It's Longwater. Faking left to right. Makes the pass to Kimmerer. Kimmerer finds an open teammate, and that one takes a hop and put on the board for Lauren Rakov. So second of the day makes it 4-0 Ocean Lakes with 17:32 to go. Rakov getting that latest goal. Give that assist, I believe it was to number 11 and Kimmerer. And now the face-off at midfield. See if Salem can win one of these to try to dig back in it. We watched an exciting game a couple weeks ago where it required multiple overtimes on the boys' side for Kempsville to overtake First Colonial 12-11, and they were down early in that game. If you recall back on April the 4th, FC had a 5-1 lead, so a 4-goal deficit might seem insurmountable, but not necessarily. Salem's just got to get the first one to build some confidence. Right now, Ocean Lakes, though, has been a juggernaut thus far against its opponents here in Beach District Girls Lacrosse, and here they are on the interception. Excellent job on the pickoff by number 3 for the Dolphins, and that is Summerlin Gates, who's looked like an all-district, all-area performer through these first 3.5 games. Now working the X, they have 3 players behind the net, as Ocean Lakes is really spreading out Salem, keeping them on their toes and guessing. Trying to twist inside. Blocked there on that one. It's saved on the initial shot by Ocean Lakes' Molly Ryan Gates. That's a good effort there by the goalkeeper yet again for Salem, being Emma Hudgens. Coach Lauren Logan has to like what she's seen thus far, though. 4 quick goals, and the Dolphins have been mighty sharp. Around midfield, Salem trying to scoop it up before Ocean Lakes can get on the move, but Dolphins having none of that as they're able to create a chance with Labashi. Rakov's got 2 of the 4 goals. Summerlin Gates and Riley Devlin have the other 2 goals for the unbeaten Dolphins. Trying to shake a defender. That's a good job by number 9 for Salem. Victoria McNulty. And an overhead shot is a little high and upstairs behind the net. But McNulty, with that one-on-one opportunity, just a few feet from the net. And now the Dolphins trying to bounce one in. Little corkscrew opportunity. Unable to be successful with Summerlin Gates. Yet Dolphins keeping possession and threatening with all kinds of pressure. Little juke move. I think there was a foul call against Salem. Dolphins with a chance there. So after that procedure called, Ocean Lakes trying to attack again. And that one's going to be blocked last second. Good job by Hudgens to keep another goal from being put on the board by Molly Ryan Gates and the Dolphins. Now can she dig out from her own end? No, that pass is going to be picked off by Devlin, who's able to find a teammate, and that's as easy as pie there as Devlin is able to connect with her teammate wearing number 17, Bella Rivers. And that equals Ocean Lakes 5-0 with 14:13 to go in our first half. So Devlin, who had the game's first goal, gets her first assist, finding Bella Rivers. And Ocean Lakes continues to pour it on in this matchup. Face off here as it takes a couple of hops before it's chased down. And along the side here, Salem's going to try to navigate up the field, but Reagan Ramsey unable to break away. And now Ocean Lakes with it. Little shake maneuver. Here is Gates. Now she'll pull it back out. Finds a cutter to the net. And what a job there as Gates is able to find someone open, curling through, and that's Melanie Dunaway. So Gates with her second assist, and it makes it 6-0 with 13:41 to go in our first half. Salem at this point would like to see the clock move. As we wait for that sixth goal to be put on the board. Not sure if it's frozen, perhaps. It might be frozen from... There we go. No, it looks like they did not put the sixth one up, but anyhow, it's Ocean Lakes in complete control. So Ocean Lakes has been looking mighty sharp, and now Sydney Schneider looking to attack here. She'll feed it out with Zoe Wise. Wise is past near the circle area. It's going to be an incomplete toss, if you will, as Kimmerer and Wise tried to connect. And it'll be Kimmerer chasing it down in the far corner. And that one's going to hop around the line and get through the net as unassisted goal, the first one for Bryn Kimmerer for Ocean Lake. She had the fourth goal and an assist to Lauren Rakov. But Kimmerer, with an unassisted goal, makes it 7-0 at 12:42. So that is the first one that didn't require a pass to set someone up. Ocean Lake's scoring from all different angles in this one. Totally dominant thus far. Ocean Lakes now looking to create again here. A little shake move right to left, and it's scored again as number 14, Reese Longwater, gets on the board. And that makes it 8-0 with 12:21 to go in the first half. So the first 6 goals were assisted. Gates to Devlin. Caravas to Summerlin Gates. It was Valeria Rosado to Lauren Rakov. Bryn Kimmerer to Lauren Rakov with her second goal to make it 4-0. Devlin with an assist to Rivers. That's Bella Rivers to make it 5-0. Summerlin Gates found Melanie Dunaway to increase the lead to 6-0 at the 13:41 mark, and the last 2 goals unassisted by the likes of Bryn Kimmerer and Reese Longwater. An absolute dolphin domination, we can say right now, for Ocean Lakes. Face off from the 50. Can Salem win one of these to get into Ocean Lakes territory and get something started? Well, they thought they did for a moment, but Ocean Lakes is able to scoop it up off the hop, and here they come on the run. Their speed's been an awful lot for Salem to handle, as the ladies in red and black have found it tough thus far. Closing in on another scoring chance. A little dump off, and it's scored. 6 finds 7, and she gets the net. Caravas to Yang for a goal. So Ocean Lakes making it 9-0. And they've had 8 different players score thus far. 8 different scores with 11:53 to go. We've got a little bit of a timeout on the field, so we're going to step aside and hear from one of our sponsors, beginning with our title sponsor and John's Tech Services.
Well, it's everybody's favorite time of year again. Time to prepare to make your annual donation to that infernal revenue service. And if you're like me, you need help. Help to keep that donation as small as possible. So get off your W-2 and call John Maynard at John's Tax Service. 455-6763.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
So there you saw it, just $29.99 a month. Get started with One Life Fitness, one of our proud sponsors of youth activities and sporting events here at the Virginia Beach Sportsplex, and all the great things that Chuck Thornton, Nick Suntime, the group have going on here with field hockey, lacrosse, soccer, football, and so much more. One Life Fitness is here to help you begin your journey to getting fit with a new membership at any one of the 8 convenient locations across Hampton Roads. You can just go online to onelifefitness.com to get that free trial pass. One Life Fitness. Ocean Lakes, if you're just tuning in, with a pretty convincing lead thus far, 9-0, 8 different goal scorers, and they're thinking about getting some more here, as on the move they have it. A nifty pass to Reese Longwater, who will take her time. Ooh, collision there, as it looks like a couple of players bumped into each other. Number 11 for Salem and number 24 for Ocean Lakes. 24 for Ocean Lakes is Savannah Stevens, and number 11 for Salem is Madison Littleton. 9th grader took one on the schnoz, it looked like. And she'll make the long overhead pass. It takes a couple of hops, but instead of one of her teammates scooping it up, it looks like Ocean Lakes is going to gather it with Zoe Wise. And Wise will take her time. Throws a little bit of a missile to Riley Wright, who will go track it down. And she'll look to create from behind the net in the X spot. Makes a pass that initially her teammate can't handle, but is able to scoop it up quickly, and that's Valeria Rosado. We've seen a couple of players curl through. I think Kimmerer curled through for that one goal to make it 7-0. If memory serves me right. But Ocean Lakes has just been dominating the time of possession, and they've lived in the scoring area throughout this one. Open teammate hauling it in, and that's going to be Steffens again. Almost into a little bit of a delay, but it's going to be scooped up now by Kimmerer. Just circling around the net, really, at this point. Playing some keep away effectively from the Sun Devils. Scooping it up Riley Wright now. Right, looking for somebody to find with it. She gets it over to Zoe Wise. Wise feeds it to Steffens. Steffens has the short scoop, and now she's going to turn back the other direction and pass it to Zoe Wise. I think there's more of a tactic for Ocean Lakes not trying to so much rub it in here against Salem as they're up 9-0. And use some clock, and that's going to take a hop away from Longwater. Not letting Salem get much of a chance to operate here as they're almost playing like a game of freeze tag in the backyard, saying you can't get me or you can't get the ball. Here's Steffens. In the X spot, she makes a pass. Thinking about shooting it with Zoe Wise, who passes it to the right side, and it gets away from Steffens. And really, Salem unable to keep them from going into this tactic right now and strategy. They might have to change something up to give themselves a chance at a run out. So Ocean Lakes is very content to play this keep away stall. Now Salem's able to get it. Nice job to throw it up ahead and see if they can change this broken rhythm right now. But Ocean Lakes running it along the right near sideline with Schneider. And then we'll get a whistle. I think we're going to get a substitution perhaps. Salem now has it only for a brief moment until Zoe Wise picks it away. That little pass is going to be deflected. And now running from behind the net, Riley Wright out of the X spot. Seeing if she can curl one in. And Riley Wright did that nicely. Riley Wright with another goal for Ocean Lakes. And believe it or not, I think that's Riley Wright's first goal of the day to make it 10-0 at 7:43 to go here in this first half, as it's been Devlin, Summerlin Gates, Ray Cobb had 2 goals, Rivers, Dunaway, Kimmerer, Longwater, Yang, and now Wright. So that's the 9th different Dolphins player to score a goal in this one. They have 21 players on their roster. So it's conceivable they could try to get half of those players to score before this one is done, which is rather mind-boggling when you think about it. And the clock is stopped at the moment at 7:43. I believe it's our understanding that the rule count has it running at 10 goals. So Salem now working from right to left as they win this face-off, and it's a chance for Mariah Jones and company to give themselves a little boost of confidence. If Jones can do something, they might have their first shot on goal here. She's going to get to the X spot, see if she can threaten the goalkeeper here for the first time. Carson Thomas might see one come her way. She's been sitting back there chilling, almost eating a sandwich or reading a book, it feels like, because nothing has come her way. Now Ocean Lakes will keep her from any harm's way as they change positioning, field positioning from left to right into Salem territory. But there's a nice intercept. Credit that pick off to number 14 for Salem and Nicole Bird. One of the 4 starred names on my roster sheet as captains for the Sun Devils, along with Jones, Phelps, and McKenna Wyckoff. Sun Devils get it to hop into Ocean Lakes territory again for a brief moment. We say a brief moment because here come the Dolphins as they scoop it up and they move it back to the other side of the 50. Twisting and turning, Dolphins have it. Here's Riley Wright. It's going to get away from Kimmerer. Chased down along the sideline by Rosado. What's Rosado going to do with it? Pass it over to Rakov. Hops in front of Steffens. And now Salem's got it. Spinning away and making a pass is Madison Littleton. Sun Devils lose as they get near midfield. Dolphins trying to create something again with Longwater. Congested traffic area. What can Mariah Jones and company do here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half? Well, she's just going to pretty much run out of space to go with it. She stops and then she continues on. And that one's going to be way over the head of her intended target in Isabella Tillison and will pretty much be trickling over to the net. Gives us a chance to tell you about another one of our sponsors here at the Sportsplex, and that would be Zoop Eatery, where you can build the perfect boxed lunch, a customizable and individually packaged meal for your convenience. Choose from any one of the wide variety of soups, fresh salads, made-to-order sandwiches, and guess what? They're all served with a hunk of bread and dessert. There's something for the whole crew when you stop in at Zoop Eatery. And Zoop Eatery located at 1909 Lansdowne Center Way in Virginia Beach. Pretty much a hop, skip, and a jump from here. And you can order online at online.zoop.com and give them a call at 757-821-7800 today. They've got curbside pickup, delivery, and stop on in. Not a bad option on your way home or commuting around the 757 area code. That one's going to go hopping into the air. As that was tipped and deflected. That procedural call keeping it over here with the Dolphins. Here comes Ocean Lakes. From behind the net, it's Savannah Steffens. Steffens' pass just in front of the net goes awry, although the Dolphins able to pick back up on it with Bryn Kimmerer. Taking a couple of hops. And able to bounce it in is number 13, Valeria Rosado. As Rosado had an assist earlier, and that is her first goal of the game. 11-0 at the 3-minute mark even. That's the 10th different Dolphins player to score. To go with Rakov's 2, Devlin, Summerlin Gates, Dunaway, Rivers, Kimmerer, Longwater, Yang, and Wright. Add Rosado to that list. Jeff and I are not going to doubt the possibility that Ocean Lakes has every player on the roster potentially score in this one, because at the rate they're going, they're halfway home. 21 players, one goalkeeper, 20 players. They're halfway home, and we're not even at halftime yet. 11-0 is the count, as they have almost reached their season average of goals. They came in outscoring opponents 48-12. And what's it say for Lansdowne to score 7 on them, though it came in a defeat on April the 6th, 12 days ago, a 17-7 win. And Ocean Lake's well on their pace to get to 18 or 17 that they've had in other contests this year. Here's Molly Ryan Gates trying to slash open. Here's Summerlin Gates. On the near side, here is Devlin. Operating out of that X area behind the net. It's Melanie Dunaway. We've hit an even minute to go in this first half. And Ocean Lakes, I think, is just going to try to milk this clock to get to halftime up 11-0. No need to get that 12th goal unless Salem over pursues here defensively. Getting away from a potential double team is Molly Ryan Gates for Ocean Lakes. Trying to spin away from the defender now. That is Elena Caravas being hovered by number 8 of Salem and Harmony Johnson. Turning back. And we've reached halftime, 11-0. Ocean Lake's in the lead. A comfortable margin here. 25 minutes in the books, another half to come as the Dolphins are well on their way to a 4-0 start to this Beach District Girls Lacrosse season. We're going to step aside and hear from some of our sponsors and presenters, including Legacy Lacrosse. Let's hear what they have to tell you.
At CHKD, sports medicine is more than just treating injuries. It's a whole team approach to caring for young athletes, with experienced physicians, surgeons, trainers, and rehab specialists here when kids and teens need them most. Our experts help young athletes prevent injuries too, with advanced training and conditioning programs that keep them in the game safely. CHKD Sports Medicine, where kids are more than patients and we're more than a hospital.
After more than 50 years of innovation, AstroTurf still leads the way. The inventor of artificial turf does it all, right here in the USA. We engineer, test, manufacture, and install the world's most innovative fibers and turf technologies, with over 30,000 tracks and fields worldwide. AstroTurf, powered by Sport Group.
Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash.
Wait, hold up. DQ put fries and onion rings in a chicken strip basket? Did you know this? Oh, of course you did. It's sitting right in front of you. Sorry. I mean, you got fries and onion rings together. Is this for real?
Hey, baby, wait.
Oh, yep. That just got really real. Grab a chicken strip and fry rings basket.
Okay, just one. Just one.
DQ, happy tastes good. Get it delivered at DQ.com.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
So there you heard from Atlantic Bay Mortgage Group, Atlantic Bay Lending Peace of Mind. Go check them out online at atlanticbay.com. Second half underway now with Ocean Lakes and Salem. After a dominant first half for the Dolphins, you could say it was Dolphin domination. They're going to try to put the finishing touches on this, perhaps a shutout if they can keep the Sun Devils off the board. And right now, working from right to left, Ocean Lakes has possession first as they had 10 different goal scorers among their 11. Lauren Rakov, the only one with multiple goals for the Dolphins. Salem yet to get a real shot on goal to this point, and Ocean Lakes coming in at 3-0 on the season. Sun Devils falling short in their first two contests against PA and Bayside. Ocean Lakes looking for its fourth double, well, not quite fourth double-digit win because they beat Kempsville by 9, but fourth win by, we can definitely say, multiple goals as they beat Kempsville, Tallwood, and Lansdowne to begin this season. And Salem, though, with the chance here early on in the second half, as it's courtesy of number 9 for them, and that's Victoria McNulty. Back the other way, the Dolphins go as they quickly gain possession, and here's a chance into the midst of number 3, Summerlin Gates. They get to that X spot where they have been operating so efficiently in this tilt. Dunaway feeling out the defender, trying to decide if she wants to go right or left. She'll make almost a, I think she tried to make the pass and the ball did not come out of her netting of her stick. Teammate Riley Devlin's going to pick it up. Running clock here for the second half as Riley Devlin throws it over to a teammate on the far side near the post. But she'll step behind it now to the X spot. Here is Summerlin Gates. Ocean Lake's content to use some clock here with this comfortable 11-goal lead. Hustling over the defender there. It's number 11 for Salem, Madison Littleton. Littleton staying with the ball handler well. Scooping up, not turning to take a shot, was number 4 in Riley Devlin. Ocean Lake's in no hurry to get a shot off here, as I think they're trying to not make this a margin that is so far out of reach. Understanding the situation at hand here, Lauren Logan, you would think, has instructed her team, but that pass is going to go out of play to the Salem bench and means the Dolphins have to reestablish things with their setup. And now Salem able to gain possession. Long toss. It's going to be controlled on the hop by Ocean Lakes. Here they are on the move again with Captain Riley Devlin finding an open teammate. And she'll just patiently survey the defense over to Melanie Dunaway as we approach 20 minutes to go in this one. Ocean Lake's in no hurry to try to score. Slashing open. Had a good look at it, but Zoe Wise elects not to take a shot. I believe it's the same goalkeeper still in net for Salem, and Emma Hudgens, who's had a couple of nice saves. The stats may not indicate it, but the score it is. She did save a couple of them that were within her reach. Ocean Lake's navigating again behind the net. Seeing if they can catch someone out of position for Salem and then possibly capitalize. Working on some of their passing here. Riley Devlin over to Summerlin Gates. Summerlin Gates getting to the near side of the post. Hands it off. High toss is retrieved by Melanie Dunaway. Takes a couple of hops. Over to the 20. Here's Riley Devlin. Dunaway. Over to Devlin. Over to Summerlin Gates. Oh, a little swat at it by one of the Salem defenders with great hustle. That's Victoria McNulty, number 9, who's trying to get to it before Summerlin Gates can, and she does. So Salem stepping up with some effort there as a jet flies over top of us. As my camera operator, Jeff, says, the sound of freedom there's. We are watching this action here on this gorgeous Tuesday night. I tell you what, the temperature couldn't be much better. It's going to get a lot hotter as we near the summer. We're sitting at a very comfortable, crisp 75 degrees with that wind. It makes it feel like it's in the low 70s, upper 60s. My type of weather here. And I'm sure the young ladies enjoying it. Don't forget, after this one, we have a boys matchup as the Ocean Lakes Dolphins men's team has arrived. And the fellows from Salem are also here, watching from below the blue canopy areas. Ocean Lakes along the near sideline, stretching out, warming up. Another jet flies over top of us. Want to shout out while we have a chance here. It's our last time we can do so because coming up this weekend, it's the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame 2023 induction weekend. It's this Friday and Saturday in Town Center in Virginia Beach. The Hall will honor the class of 2023 as part of its 50th induction weekend. In its history, event tickets and sponsorships are available by visiting vasportshof.com. Understand from the executive director, Will Driscoll, that for the induction ceremony, they have sold out of tickets for that, but they're going to have the ceremony available to watch online later for the Virginia Sports Hall of Fame coming up this weekend in a star-studded class, including the likes of Jimmy Laycock, longtime William & Mary football coach, D'Angelo Hall, who played his high school football at Deep Creek in Chesapeake, was a 3-sport athlete there, went on to play at Virginia Tech college football, and then in the NFL for many years, the Atlanta Falcons, played in Washington as well. You also have Francina McCrory going in, a native of Hampton, who attended Bethel and set numerous VHSL indoor and outdoor track and field records, including a national high school indoor record in the 400-meter dash. Joe Montgomery is your distinguished Virginian. Sean Moore, who's a Martinsville native and former multi-sport athlete who played quarterback at the University of Virginia and set records. He's going into the Hall of Fame. Jerry Ratcliffe, who covered a number of Cavaliers as a media fixture across the Atlantic Coast Conference and ACC. Good to see Jerry going into the Hall. Bob Rotans, Long Island native, who was a decorated individual in lacrosse, so we bring up his name because we're watching lacrosse. And Sheila Trice Myers out of Louisa County, one of the most decorated athletes in NCAA track and field history. That's part of the class, as well as Ryan Zimmerman going into the Hall of Fame for the Virginia Sports. He out of Kellum High here in Virginia Beach and University of Virginia, and played his Major League Baseball with the Washington Nationals for a number of years and got himself a World Series ring in 2019 as the Nats won every game on the road that year to beat the Houston Astros and won the title in Game 7. Brought the right attitude to the table. Under 15 minutes to go. Ocean Lakes up 11-0 on Salem, as I killed enough time by telling you about all the Hall of Fame inductees. Ocean Lakes continuing to play its keep away. Ooh, a little bit of a mini collision near the net, and Salem's going to just throw it out with number 14, Nicole Bird. Seeing if they can get something into Ocean Lake's territory, but a little hot potato along the far sideline. Isabella Tillison trying to control it and having a hard time doing so. It's a fun time of year in sports. You have all these spring sports with the Virginia High School League going on, and That list not limited to just lacrosse, but you also have baseball and softball, soccer, tennis, outdoor track. But even at the collegiate and professional ranks, a lot of things going on. Oh, is that one, I think, hit the head face area of number 11 for Ocean Lakes. Looks like Bryn Kimmerer is okay, though. Looks like she's got some eyewear. Thankfully, those goggles on protecting her from having any damage done. A lot of the young ladies wearing those eye vision glasses goggles out here, which you see why, particularly with that ball coming at a fast rate of speed, and a lot of them up high. Scooped up by Ocean Lakes here and not looking to score, just pulling it out is Schneider. But as I was saying a moment ago, you have all these great high school sports going on. Of course, Major League Baseball has started, the NFL draft. You have the hockey and basketball professional playoffs happening. So much going on in the wide world of sports. And looks like we're going to have a signal pointing to a substitution now, as Salem will sub out one and sub someone in. Looks like that's number 4, if I see correctly, coming in for Salem. A little bit of that, no doubt about that. It's a good point, Jeff. A little bit of that Dean Smith 4 corners we'd see in basketball as Margaret Adolph comes in. Ocean Lakes just really playing keep away and not doing so to the point where it's a total flat out stall where you just hold the ball and get called for a procedural call. It's basically just a lot of passing and movement in getting that almost 4 corner style of delay game going. And Salem's been unable to solve it to the point where they have cut into this deficit or gained more possession time, because they've only had, I would venture to say, of the 13 minutes and 20 seconds of possession time here in the second half, they've had possession of the ball for probably less than 2 minutes total. And into Ocean Lakes territory, it might be less than 90 seconds. Perhaps even less than 60 seconds. And Ocean Lakes able to keep them from adding to that total right now, as swerving back inside on a little curl was Summerlin Gates. So we're nearing 11 minutes to go in this contest. And Ocean Lakes is back on the board with 11, we'll call it 11:05 to go here in this third quarter. They're able to add to their lead. Could not tell who that last goal was scored by for Ocean Lakes, so we apologize about that. But we're going to get timeout here with 10:40 to go. Ocean Lakes up comfortably 12-0, and we're going to step aside and hear from some of our sponsors, including Freddy's. What's Freddy's got for you? Well, you'll hear from them not once, but hopefully twice.
Revitalize your property today. Shine Time is your turnkey solution for all power washing and painting projects. With years of experience in both residential and large-scale commercial settings, their focus is to bring new life to your home, building, or outdoor space and ensure 100% customer satisfaction every time. Shine Time Power Wash.
At CHKD, sports medicine is more than just treating injuries. It's a whole team approach to caring for young athletes. With experienced physicians, surgeons, trainers, and rehab specialists here when kids and teens need them most. Our experts help young athletes prevent injuries too, with advanced training and conditioning programs that keep them in the game safely. CHKD Sports Medicine, where kids are more than patients and we're more than a hospital.
So after that lengthy timeout, we are back with more action here. 10:40 to go. Ocean Lakes up 12-0 here on the Salem Sun Devils, and you just heard not once but twice from one of our prime sponsors here today. That's Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers. Experience delicious cooked-to-order food and rich and creamy frozen custard churned fresh throughout the day at Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, located in Virginia Beach, Chesapeake, Hampton, and Williamsburg. Freddy's, it's the taste that brings you back. So many great sponsors, including them, One Life Fitness, Shine Time, Power Wash and Paint Professionals, Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Dairy Queen, The Dirty Buffalo, CHKD Sports Medicine, YouTube, and John's Tech Service, our title sponsor today, Virginia Sports Hall of Fame, the Zoop Eatery, Vault Athletics and Fitness, AstroTurf. I can't forget about Legacy Lacrosse. You'll hear from them coming up in one of our next breaks as well, as we are approaching 10 minutes to go. Ocean Lake's up by a dozen, and they've had so many different goal scorers throughout this game. Little fake maneuver. Now racing towards the net and putting one through. What a nice shot by number 3 for Ocean Lakes, and that is Summerlin Gates. As Summerlin Gates is able to get the goal to make it 13-0 with 9:35 to play. You see just her splendid one-on-one ability and talent. And Ocean Lakes comfortably in control in this one, as we are set to tick under 9 minutes remaining on this Tuesday night in Virginia Beach. Dolphins in the first half with 10 different goal scorers. And there's the face-off. Looks like it's going to be taking a couple of hops and eventually won by Salem's going to take this one. It's number 9, Victoria McNulty. And then Ocean Lakes grabs possession quickly. Molly Ryan Gates around the 25-yard line makes the skip over to Reese Longwater from behind the net. Toss over to Savannah Steffens. Steffens tosses it back. It's Brittany Yang who had the game's 9th goal. Takes a hop with under 8 minutes remaining. Ocean Lakes looking for some type of opening to pretty much get that final goal if they want it. I don't think they're looking for multiple goals at this point. Could be a 14-0 final, could be a 13-0 final, but the main thing is just keeping Salem from getting on the board. They're looking for their first shutout of the season as they gave up 7 goals in a win over Lansdowne 12 days ago. On April the 6th, they beat Tallwood 18-1, and they defeated Kempsville 13-4. They've yet to get a shutout, but they're 7 minutes away from doing so here. Behind the net now, the X-Spot, Molly Ryan Gates. Able to avoid a couple of defenders, any bumping there. We'll see if the Ocean Lakes guys can get themselves a school sweep tonight of the Sun Devils. They'll be in action coming up. I'll tell you about some other Beach District lacrosse action happening tonight. On the girls' side, your other matchups in the city this evening featuring Green Run and Cox squaring off over at Kellam High School. Princess Anne playing Lansdowne at Bayside High. First Colonial visiting Norfolk Academy this evening. Kellam hosting Kempsville as part of their doubleheader, getting ready to start in about 15 minutes or so. And Bayside hosting Tallwood in its doubleheader as well. Under 6 minutes to go. It looks like Salem will grab possession here, trailing by 13. One matchup tomorrow on the girls' side for lacrosse involving a Beach District team, and that's Lansdowne High School hosting First Flight out of North Carolina. On Thursday, it's Ocean Lakes visiting Cape Henry Collegiate at 4:30. First Colonial taking on Princess Anne at Cox High School as part of a doubleheader at 5:30, followed by Cox hosting Bayside Girls at 7 p.m. this Thursday. Your Friday matchups featuring Lansdowne hosting Tallwood and Kellam playing host to Green Run on April 21st. I'll tell you the boys lacrosse matchups coming up here in just a moment as we're under 5 minutes to go in Ocean Lakes with possession now with Reese Longwater. Longwater surveying the field here. Going to take a hop here and now making the pass to Yang. Little spin move from Ocean Lakes' Reese Longwater. Now Kimmerer tries to thread the needle and does so. Back over to Longwater. She had the game's 8th goal at the 12:21 mark of our first half. And as they continue to play some keep away, and we hit 4 minutes to go, your boys matchups this evening going on right now at Green Run High School. It's Kellam taking on Kempsville. Second game of that doubleheader features the Stallions hosting Cox. Bayside playing Tallwood right now at Princess Anne High School as part of a doubleheader. The second game featuring Lansdowne visiting Princess Anne. And as we tell you that, a goal is scored. Put it on the board for number 5 of Ocean Lakes, and that is Molly Ryan Gates. So Summerlin Gates has scored this half. So too has Molly Ryan Gates. As that goal with about we'll call it 3:38 unofficially, makes it 14-0. And then your one game coming up after this one, a little bit after 7 o'clock, I think it'll be right around there. It'll be Ocean Lakes boys taking on Salem as part of our doubleheader. Tomorrow you have 2 games at First Colonial in boys lacrosse. Cox and Bayside at 5:30. The Patriots of FC playing host to Princess Anne. And on Friday, Norfolk Collegiate hosts Cox boys at 4 p.m. Lansdowne hosts Tallwood at 7 p.m. And Kellam plays host to Green Run at 7 p.m. One game on Monday of note, Kellam makes the trip up to Richmond to take on Thomas Dale at 6 p.m. And your doubleheader here next Tuesday at the Plex will feature Ocean Lakes and Cox as we close out the month of April, and that's going to be a goal. Will it count? It will. It looks like for Ocean Lakes unless the official wipes it off. Let's just double check here real quickly. That goal would stand for number 8, I do believe. Let's just make sure. That's Riley Wright with another goal. Assuming it stands, and it looks like it will. Ocean Lakes 15-0. We'll call it with about 2:25 to go. So the number of different goal scorers, it did not go from 10 to 20. It probably went to about 11, I think, or 12. But it's still not too shabby because there's a lot of teams that might not have 11 or 12 different goal scorers for the season, and they've done that in one evening here tonight. As Ocean Lakes coach Lauren Logan's team has been probably even better than advertised. This will be their 4th consecutive game with at least a baker's dozen, 13 goals, as they're up by a margin of 15-0. I thought they would be happy with 14, but they might try to get 16 before this one is done, as I think they've gotten bored with the delay game. And they want to go back to their scoring ways, as they opened this contest with 3 goals in under 5 minutes, and they had 5 goals in less than 11 minutes to start this game. So behind the net, Dolphins with some passing. Molly Ryan Gates has it with a minute 10 to go. And while we have a minute 10 to go, let's tell you about another one of our sponsors here. And that would be Tropical Smoothie Cafe, where you can eat better, feel better. They're bursting with fresh flavors. At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, they offer grab-and-go catering, box lunches, and you can go see them on Princess Anne Road right across the street from TCC. That's right, right across the street from Tidewater Community College, Tropical Smoothie Cafe. I think those smoothies will taste good for the ladies from Ocean Lakes here after this victory. Scooping it up and getting it into enemy territories. Number 3 now for Salem Jersey Phelps. And then taking a tumble. She's helped up by an Ocean Lakes player. Good sportsmanship exhibited right there by Molly Ryan Gates. You like to see that. And we'll let you hear from Legacy Lacrosse before we sign off with the first of our doubleheader tonight. And then come on back in about 10-15 minutes or so for the boys game here on our YouTube channel and streaming. Can the Sun Devils get one shot off here before time expires? They're going to try. Moving all over, that horn's going to sound. That's going to do it here. Ocean Lakes victorious, a 15-0 shutout over the Salem Sun Devils. And that shutout for number 29 back there and goalkeeper Carson Thomas. So 15-0 Dolphins win it. That's our final. I want to thank Jeff Fottmar, camera operator, as well as Garrett Jackson for getting us solved the technical issues. I am Matt Hathaway. Thank you for tuning in. We got a boys matchup coming up with the Dolphins of Ocean Lakes and the Sun Devils of Salem. Keep it tuned right here to our YouTube channel and beachsportsplex.com. We'll be back in a bit. No, the boys do 4 10-minute periods. Yeah, different. We'll try to get some rosters once I end the stream here and then find the next one.